Hey guys, I'm sorry I'm late on my live stream. I'm at work right now and I had a little bit of a tricky nap time with the kids, so it took me a little bit longer than I anticipated, but I had to get on. You guys, so the goal that I was setting out to do was I have 3 sci-fi series that I wanted to read, manga series that I wanted to read the first volume of and do volume 1 reviews. The one that I initially chose turns out to be a follow-up series to a primary series, and I enjoyed it, but it was very heavily tied to the previous material, so I need to get that other series before I do that. So I moved on to this next one, and you guys, I have not been so excited about a new manga series literally probably in ever. Every single thing about this book is perfect. And the best part about it is that it is on Netflix now as a Netflix original. So when I get home, I am ordering all of the volumes that are out. I have no idea how far along it is. And I am watching the series. And I encourage all of you, I hope the series is as good as this book, because the book is incredible. It is called Astra, Lost in Space. And you know, guys, when I'm doing these manga series, I'm literally just picking up things that interest me. So I could be picking up series that are from 5 years ago or that are brand new. And honestly, I need to be a little bit more diligent about finding out. And I need to try to get some new things because it's kind of pointless for me to review things that you're already familiar with. But this actually, the first printing of this was 2017. So it probably isn't that far along. It's probably around volume 6 or 7 maybe. So it should be really easy to pick up. But oh my gosh, you guys, this is a weekly Shonen Jump series. And it is about a future world where these students go to Caird High School, and they are from a planet that I think might be called McPaw. And every time I read it, I think McLovin, which is so silly, but I can't help it. But it's MCPA. So on the back of the book, in the book, it's written in all caps. So it could be MCPA. And happy birthday, Kadri! Hi. But then on the back, it's written like McPaw, like capital M, little c, capital P, little a. I'll find all this out when I watch it tonight, and I'll fill you guys in. But these kids go to Caird High School, and every year there is a field trip, a science field trip, where a group of 8 students goes out into space and explores. It's like a space camping trip, basically. And they get dropped off, and they're gone for a few days, and then the school ship comes and gets them. They're tasked with a challenge. And in this one of the girls brings her little sister who's 10. So their challenge is to nurture a younger child in sort of extreme situation. So they go on their field trip together, and not so far, but there are giant like dinosaurs that are pretty dope. So they get dropped off where they're supposed to get dropped off. And while they're out exploring, this enormous orb appears, and they're trying to escape and don't quite make it. They get sucked into this orb, which is kind of like a black hole, and they get spit out in the vacuum of space with just their, the suits on their back, their helmets. Luckily, they all remember to put their helmets up. So they're out there, they find an abandoned ship randomly. There just happens to be an abandoned ship, and they're all able to get there together. And they find out that they have been spit out 5,000 light years away from their home planet. So this is the story of them working together as a team, charting the cosmos together, flying the ship, setting up a crew. They have like a captain, a first and second in command. Everybody has like a special ability. This girl here, Aries, she is probably the main female lead. She has photographic memory, and this is Kanata, and he becomes the captain. He went through a traumatic situation earlier in his life that he wishes he could have risen a little bit more to the occasion. And so he's really driven to be a strong leader. And in addition to that, his life dream is to be a space explorer anyway. So he becomes the leader of the team. And there is Zach, who is a brilliant scientist and pilot who is able to fly their ship. There is, we're still learning about all of the characters at this point. There is Charce. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's Charce. And he's super good looking. And so he's sort of like they joke a lot about how he's like the cute boy in the group, like a slice of, they talk about it being like a slice of life sci-fi or whatever. And, but he also knows a lot about biology, particularly plant biology. So this is just the first volume. We're learning about all their special abilities, but this is the story of them being lost in space and figuring out together as a team how to get home. And I could not love this book more. Every single element of it is absolutely perfect. It hits all the right notes. All of the characters, it is self-aware. So all of the characters fill the roles that you like to see in these like awesome shonen type like adventure and sci-fi stories, but they're self-referential. So they say funny things like, oh, he's the hot guy who's gonna be hitting on all the girls, and he's the dope who's always gonna drop the ball. And it's just really cute, but it's really well done. It's like the rapport between all of the characters is just really believable. It feels like these are actual people, they're thrown into this situation. They go to the same high school, but they're not in the same class. So they're getting to know each other, and they are, they're seniors, but they're still kids. So they're like having to rise to this impossible situation and really quickly sort of develop trusting relationships with one another. And so all of the relationships and just the story itself is just amazing. I love, love, love it. And it's perfectly done. But then in addition to that, we're starting to get to, at the end of this volume, explore the other worlds that they encounter on their way home. And the first environment that they go to is absolutely amazing. It's got crazy flora and fauna. It's got wild, gigantic like dinosaurs. It's got weird plants. It's got, treacherous areas. It's just really, really neat. And I can't wait to see what their subsequent environments are like. I love in between the chapters, they describe in really minute detail. I just love these kinds of things. Like, for instance, their spacesuits, what they're made out of, how they work, the different features that they have. This is just an insert between chapters. And there's so much information here, including the top clothing brands that produce these items. So I thought that was really cool detail. I love what they do in between. Astra is the name of their ship. Per aspera ad astra means, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget, through hardship to the stars, which is just awesome. It's just awesome. It just makes the title of the book so much more awesome. And let's see. So it's got a nice little character profile between one of the chapters. And I think that's the last one. Oh, and then it starts doing minute character profiles. So the spaces between chapters are really informative. It is clear that every single piece of this story has been well thought out, well crafted. The artwork is outstanding. It's really, really beautiful. Each character has a very unique and specific look. They all have their distinct personalities, even as we have, I think, 3 or 4 characters left to really like get to know at this point. Everybody stands out. Everybody, is their own person, and none of it is dragged on forever. They just did a really great job of introducing all of them. And honest to goodness, Cowboy Bebop is probably my favorite sci-fi series of all time. That just lets you know like how tough it is for me to find something new in sci-fi to like really get into. And I am so amped on this book. I cannot wait to read more of it. I'm going to start watching the series tonight. I really want somebody in this group to please at least watch the Netflix series so that we can talk about it, because I mean, this is like filling all the needs for me. Like, I want to watch the show, I want to buy the figures, I want to read the follow-up series, I want, a hoodie, I want all of it. So I was really happy about this, and I just had to tell you guys, Astra Lost in Space is incredible. The first volume was the best volume 1 review I have read so far. I have not been this excited in ages, and I cannot wait to continue this series. And I really, really hope that some of you do too. And yeah, so I'm gonna follow up with this on my website, which is annoyingyouwithfriendship.com. I have a Facebook page for my website, annoyingyouwithfriendship.com as well. And obviously I share everything to my groups because that's where my people are, and I love you guys so much. And somebody read this so that we can talk about it. All right, so that was the story for today. Hippolito, I'm gonna message you so that we can talk about what other books I have reviewed recently, just so I make sure I get you the name of the one you're looking for. And happy birthday, Kadri. I'm glad you guys stopped by and watched this quick video. Pick up the book, watch the series. Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching. Bye.